Please state your name for the record.
Lady Macbeth.
I can see that you're quite worked up over this, so we'll try to make this quick.
All right.
So, where were you when King Duncan was murdered? And can you describe your whereabouts and activities during that time?
My husband and I were in our bedchambers and we were sleeping and retired for the night. That's pretty much it.
Did you hear or see anything unusual during that night? Like any strange noises, any movements, anything at all that caught your attention?
Really, the only thing that caught my attention that night was the screeching of an owl in the middle of the night, but I didn't really notice anything else.
How did you react when you heard about King Duncan's death? Like, what were your immediate thoughts and feelings?
Oh my God, I was horrified that something so terrible and egregious could happen here at our castle at Inverness. We're hosting Duncan, and he just had named my husband Thane of Cawdor and honored him for his bravery in the war, and he comes here to dine, and now he's gone in our home. It's too hard.
Have you noticed any kind of like suspicious behavior among any other nobles? Anyone acting like out of character, behaving oddly, anything at all like that?
If I think about it, I don't think anybody was acting too out of character. I mean, well, maybe Banquo was just maybe seemed a little off that night. I don't know. He just seemed a little sad or a little out of it, that day.
What do you think could be the motive behind this murder? Like any insights to why someone would commit such a crime? I know you just mentioned Banquo, but do you have any insights why someone could commit such an atrocity?
I mean, I'm just a simple lady who is here to support my husband and keep the house, run the house, and do the things that are necessary so he can be successful. But I don't delve into the complicated matters of politics. But I mean, the very basic reason is somebody wants to be king or have that power. I don't know. It's just so horrible.
Did you have any interactions with King Duncan before his death? Like, can you recall your last conversation, your last encounter, anything at all about the last time you saw the man when he was alive?
Give me a minute, please. This is just so hard. I can't believe it. He did come into the kitchen as we were preparing dinner, and he greeted me warmly. And just like he, always is, he's such a kind-hearted and beloved king. But other than that, just the normal conversation at the dinner table.
How do you plan to, I know this is very hard for you, but how do you plan to address the chaos following this murder? Like what, because I mean, like you said, this happened at your castle, right? What steps are you going to take to restore order, restore calm, restore any kind of normalcy in Scotland, in your castle? Can you elaborate at all on how you're going to address the chaos?
Well, as I said before, I leave all of that stuff to my husband, but I did ask him to be sure to talk to all of the guards to make sure, that they didn't do anything or, they didn't leave their post or whatever. It's like, how did somebody get into our castle? I don't understand. We have guards everywhere. And the king has his own regime of guards. And so I just hope that Macbeth and the other men can, tighten up security to make sure, because if someone can kill the king, who can't they kill?
And then the last question here, and you alluded to this before, but maybe just to clarify, do you suspect anyone in particular for this murder? Any individuals you believe might or could be responsible?
I cannot, for the life of me, think of anyone I know that would be in my circle of socialization that would do something so horrific. I just mentioned that Banquo was a little out of it. He seemed preoccupied. Maybe he has some things going on. I don't know, but I can't think of anybody. Like, Duncan was such a beloved king. He was fair and just, and he ruled the country well. So I don't know. I'm just so heartbroken over this happening.
Well, you and everybody else that we've talked to is obviously handling this hard, but we as investigators, it is our job and duty to get to the bottom of this and make sure that whoever killed your king will be brought to justice and will have to face the full wrath of the law. So, Lady Macbeth, we thank you for your time. Yeah. And if there's any other need for any further questions or anything at all, we'll be in touch. So, thank you again for your time.
Yes, certainly. You're welcome.